There are certain things women love about being in bed. What are the 5 things women love in bed? Well, we're all different, but here are some generalizations based on my personal and professional experience working with women. For example, women generally desire soft and slow touch and seduction in foreplay. They prefer it slow and soft. They like to build their bodies up as they are still awakening. They prefer soft and slow touch and approach. There is some variation in this soft and slow as the arousal level increases, but in general these people like it to be slower and more sensuous, so soft and slow, centurious and consistent. Several people's penises are affected by the fact that when they masturbate, they also tend to be very slow with themselves. They go straight for the genitals. I enjoy soft, slow sensuality, but I also like consistency in the stimulation. Whereas by contrast, for them, they tend to go harder and harder and harder, which is why I have had many partners for many years. In addition, they often increase the resistance on me because it works on their bodies, and they think that this will have the same effect on mine, when it's actually best to keep it soft, slow, and consistent. Despite the fact that sensuality is very important to me, many women are very conscientious about the taste, smell, ambience, and cleanliness, in general. Women prefer soft, sensuous, and consistent bedding, so what they like in bed is soft, slow, and baked sheets that can help them relax and feel comfortable. What I am going to talk about is the non-linear, or indirect. So what I mean is that people with penises are going like let's get it going, then let's maximize it. Orgasms are how they are with themselves. Orgasms are how they tend to masturbate, but people with vaginal structures tend to prefer non-linear relationships. Meaning it doesn't have to be linear, it doesn't have to be straight, it doesn't have to be linear. The points can be anywhere on the body so that it doesn't feel like a straight path, so we prefer it to be non-linear, so basically all over the body, so not a linear path, but we like it that way. For people with vaginal stimulation, we also like it to be indirect. People with penises have a tendency to go directly for their genitals, which can be quite abrasive. It is also not very romantic or sensuous. We prefer indirect touch, so we kiss, cuddle and then fondle the top of the body before moving on to the breast. Afterward, perhaps we will massage the stomach and thighs before moving back to the breast, so that it's non-linear and not immediately preceding the genitals, so soft and slow. In general, women prefer sex to joy of variety more than penises, so I will issue a disclaimer here because when someone is new to sex, they tend to expect sensuous and consistent, non-linear and indirect to occur. It's really important not to do too many new things at the start of a relationship in order to build trust and build understanding of their bodies, so things should be done in a similar way. At the start of someone's sexual journey, they may not be ready for variety if they have never experienced it before, or they are very new to sex. They may not be as sexually experienced as others. Many women have said that they want to try it in different ways and have tried different things, so I find that more women than men prefer sex to be more varied and creative. There are many different ways to have a good time, whether it is by using sex toys or different ways of putting on show. Regardless of rubbing or oral sex in general, women, more so than men that I have worked with, prefer variety in their sex. Slow and soft is the first one, sensuous and consistent is the second, non-linear and indirect is the third, variety is the fourth, and what is the fifth? Please keep in mind that all people are unique. Despite what I have just shared with you that relates to myself and many of my clients over the last 12 years, these may not be helpful for your partner. Your partner may like touch to be firm and direct, or she may like it to be very consistent. There's no such thing as a universal rule, so my fifth tip would be to take it with a grain of salt and have an open dialogue with your partner about what you both prefer. You could possibly use this video as a conversation starter by saying, you know, this expert is talking about her professional and personal experiences. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon to get notified when new videos are posted.